Welcome to the wasted world of sports, where the game's just a backdrop for drunken retorts. Rugby league or union, it's all fair play, but it's the banter that steals the show. Hey, 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 hey. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world, where the banter is prime. The wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. Scrums and tries, they're all well and good, but we're here for the jokes and 10 pence less. From the kickoff to the final whistle blow, we'll take the two and we're ready to go. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world, where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. We break down the plays, but it's all in jest. With a laugh and a cheer, we bring out our best. No serious analysis, no expert critiques, just a bunch of mates sharing plenty of drinks. We'll wait to roll, from sideline jokes to post-match tales, all big goofs and their big fails. We're not so serious, and that's our style. With each ahoy, we raise our skies. Ahoy, ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world, where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. So come along and join our sporty crew, where the banter's always fresh and the laughs are true. Oh, wasted world of sports, here's to our cheer. We'll see you on the pitch and drink some beer. Yeah.
World of sports, eh?
Oh, he's copped a head right to the nuts. Tedesco's butt crack.
Ahoy!
He's nearly taken security's head off.
I have no idea what the wasted world of sports is.
Wasted World of Sports, ahoy! How is everybody doing? We are ready to roll with the Pacific Championship final, Australia versus Tonga. Let's find out if your microphone's working.
Is it on?
Yes.
Is it working? Can you hear me, chat room? James, are you excited to hear me again? I'll take that as a yes, it's working.
Yes, well, it's working on YouTube anyway. I'm not so certain about TikTok. TikTok might just have to go without hearing you. Who have we got there in the chat room? We've got Flurry, ahoy there. We've got MMT 676, ahoy. We've got the James, ahoy mate. We've got UFC, ahoy. Michelle, you should do erotic phone calls for dollars.
It wasn't
Well,
even
you wouldn't do it for free. Jesus.
Yeah, well, right. That was my, that was a little bit of my radio voice.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that was my job once, actually. That's the way that was.
Yes.
That's the way that was headed.
James, this is not a political channel, so
Thank Christ.
we're not going to even go down that road of conversation, so yeah. You know, people used to say that on the radio. Actually, through 4ZZZ community radio, whom I used to do radio for. What, are you trying to see if you can hear me through TikTok?
Yeah.
Okay.
You keep going, I'll sort this out.
They have a show called Locked In, which is basically a show for prisoners, and they would obviously write letters and things like that to people, and they would send shout outs into family and friends. It would be done through that particular radio channel. Once I got a very lengthy letter once from an inmate who penned me a extremely long story. Nothing, dirty or anything like that. So don't go down that road, UFC. But yeah, it was interesting to get a letter, and I found it the other day. I didn't realize I still had it. It was interesting to get a letter from an inmate who'd been listening to me on the radio.
I love how, as well, like whenever the mention of anything dirty comes up, it's always like, don't get any ideas, UFC. UFC has got a reputation around these here parts.
Yes.
National anthem time. Now, you put a multi on this game.
I did put a multi on this game.
By the way, I don't want to alarm you. I don't wish to alarm you, Michelle, but you are going to have to do some serious heavy lifting here because I'm exhausted.
Actually,
who was here, by the way? Whoops, who was here for the rugby streams this morning? God, they were a lot of fun. Mookie, ahoy there, mate.
I remembered to press confirm bet.
So I've been up since 1 a.m. covering the rugby union here on the channel. I'm trying to get myself amped up. It's just that this has been I'm excited for this game because I'm excited for most of the games that we get excited for. But yeah, it's I'm on struggle street. I'm not struggling as much as my aircon, but
oh, it's disgusting in southeast Queensland right now. MMT, unfortunately, we can't broadcast the anthem just due to copyright reasons. So I do apologise. But
I don't apologise because that cost me a lot of money.
We apologise because the Tongans are obviously an extremely passionate, proud bunch watching their team out here, and there's a lot of red in that crowd.
74,000 degrees Celsius, UFC, it is at the moment. Dylan Edwards is growing his hair back.
Wait, how? Yeah, Dylan Edwards is growing his hair back. What temperature is it in Queensland at the moment, or at the moment?
I told you, 7,422 degrees Celsius.
Right.
It is on Channel 9. Lily Grace, ahoy there.
And it's about 1,000% humidity because we're supposed to get storms and it's supposed to rain for the next week. And God, I hope it does.
I've gone for the hammer, Sione Katoa, and Hudson Young. I reckon Hudson Young is more than due for an international try.
Oh, wait, who did I go? Daniel Tupou. I was looking that up and realised I'd forgotten to confirm the bet. Zach Lomax, Daniel Tupou, and apparently that was it because I was sure I clicked on...
a two-leg multi? Who did you say?
Didn't I pick on someone else?
Yeah, didn't you have...
I had...
Dylan Edwards, Zach Lomax?
No, he's in my other one. I had someone else.
Oh, so you do have another one. Because I definitely recall hearing the name Zachary Lomax.
How is...
Look at this sea of red in the crowd.
Oh, well, Daniel Tupou and Zach Lomax. I apparently only have a two-leg multi on because I don't know what Sportsbet did, but it stuffed me up.
Oh, unless somebody got scrubbed out right at the last minute, that could have happened.
Who did I put down that got scrubbed out at the last second? It was an Australian. I haven't heard anyone get scrubbed out at the last second.
I haven't heard anything at all. We don't have the TV up loud enough. Now, what was I going to say? Oh, Mookie's got a same-game multi. Mookie's gone for Benoa Blake, Tommy Turbo, Hudson Young, and holy moly, Ola Kawatu. Not a bad bunch of players there. That's for certain.
Can you add someone to multi?
No, unfortunately not.
Balls.
Tonga getting ready to lay down the challenge. Look at this sea of red in the crowd.
Well,
there is immense support here. I reckon that they probably did a pre... The hell was that? They probably did a pre-sale.
And listen to the crowd.
And it was exclusively for Tongan supporters, which is fine, by the way.
That wouldn't surprise me.
How many points do I think the Aussies win this by? Look, I know that this is going to give me an absolute serving post-game if it doesn't eventuate. and Tonga somehow find a way to win. But I think Australia win this quite comfortably. I'm saying in the region of at least 14 points. I'm more than happy to be proven wrong, though, Tongan supporters. Boy, did they come at me after last game. It was insane.
Look at them. Crowd's just...
UFC.
Actually giving me goosebumps watching this. Just watching this crowd react to the challenge.
UFC, you think you were hard on me over the Canberra Raiders wooden spoon call all season long? You got nothing, mate, on these passionate Tongan supporters and who ripped into me after I said New Zealand would beat them in the last game. You need to up your game, sir.
No, he doesn't.
MMT says, as a proud Tongan, we sing the national anthem with pride.
Oh.
And then I don't know what... I do apologize. I'm not even going to be offensive enough to try and pronounce the rest of that. But it means God and Tonga is my inheritance.
Inheritance? I don't think inheritance is the correct word there. Heritage? Inheritance. I think English might have... But, yeah, this is fantastic. I'm getting goosebumps watching this. Listening to the crowd.
If Tonga do not get pumped up for this opening 10 minutes or so on the back of this, and just the support from the crowd that is flooding through the stadium right now, I mean, I'm not even kidding when I say it is a literal sea of red.
Oh, it's insane.
Their first final, huh? Tonga's first. Now here's a question. We'll talk about this more at the start of the next game. But can you imagine if PNG get the victory over New Zealand and New Zealand get relegated into that lower tier for next year's competition? What a turn up to World Rugby that would be.
Especially after they, had such a significant trouncing of Australia last final.
Yeah, but you know who orchestrated that? Yep. Speaking of Madge, I know that this has got nothing to do with this game, but what an uproar already. He's sending shockwaves throughout that Broncos system. Now, what do you make as a Broncos supporter? What do you make of Madge earmarking Payne in the Haas as the future captain after Adam Reynolds retires?
Well, this is the first time hearing of it.
Well, there you go. Madge is I'm just wondering, is he going to get blamed for some New South Wales bias here? Is where I'm going with that. You know Broncos supporters better than I do, being one and all.
No, Payne Haas he is a leader. And he's, I reckon he's proved that time and time again on the field. He's a workhorse. Don't give it to someone like Reese, because he's too young for a start. He's too young, and his head's already big enough as it is.
And he doesn't understand the game of rugby league.
Not enough to be a captain.
Not at all.
I mean, he could probably go captain an under-12s team at the moment and maybe get a win or two, but I don't know. I think it's a good idea, actually. What do you think?
I wondered if there will be resistance from the Broncos faithful. Will it be seen as New South Wales bias from a New South Wales coach? I'm just curious. I don't have an opinion on it one way or the other, to be perfectly honest. But anyway, yeah, that's something we can look into and keep you.
Broncos faithfuls.
I thought you were a Broncos faithful.
Oh, you know.
I asked you. We are underway, though. Keep an eye on this opening 10 to 15 minutes. Tonga are going to bring it. And bring it they do. Fanua Blake from the back fence is held up and driven towards the sideline. But he is a fair way infield. Safe as ever. It is going to be a brutal... It's going to be Origin-like, the opening stanza of this game. But yes, my prediction is that Australia will have too much gas. But Jesus H. Christ, I won't hear the end of it if Tonga get the win, which is fine. Up over halfway here on this set of 6. And Eli Katoa, a standout for the Melbourne Storm this season. John says, cheers for the live stream. Exciting matchup. Watching from across the ditch. Very nice. And Isaiah Katoa gets the kick away. Pressure on Coates. Coates does well to step away from a racing defender. Who was that charging through? Making an absolute beeline for him. And now Sione Katoa's up on the hammer. They've got to be careful here, racing up out of the line like that.
I'll ask a question, so we'll see.
We'll see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Hands up around the face there. Be careful, boys. Don't want to give away any silly penalties early on.
Right.
Thank you very much for the sub there. One Piss. What a fantastic username.
Really?
40 meters out from the line, from their own try line here. And Mitchell Moses. Speaking of Moses, James, how is the Moses? And Daniel Tupou returns the kick for Tonga. And they will start this set just outside their 30.
The response I got was not because of Wales, but because of his own loyalty.
Hasn't shown loyalty.
That's what I want to know. I'm like, where hasn't he shown loyalty? Because he's New South Wales? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Pate Kappa, thank you very much for the sub as Tonga march on into Australian territory.
Flurry, do you think it's going to be Paddy Carrigan? You think he should be the next captain? Maybe they need to have a captain, like a leadership group. Didn't they try that once?
They already have that. Here goes. Who
Really,
is that?
It worked.
Tom Dearden. Thomas Dearden.
Well, Ben Hunt's coming back, apparently. Maybe he could be captain.
But
he hasn't really shown any loyalty, has he?
Ben Hunt's going to the Dolphins.
Reckon?
Not confirmed.
Oh. Maybe Paddy Carrigan needs to learn a little bit more too.
Yo, to Dearden, through the hands now. Moses to the hammer. Hammer gets on the outside. Well tackled there by Paul Alamonte. A potential try saver. Fifth and last. Dearden puts the crossfield kick in. No Australian chasers. That was probably the worst kick ever. There was not a single Australian chaser there ready for that ball.
Why isn't Cameron Murray playing?
He's still out injured. I think Cameron Murray's out for pretty much half of next year as well.
No, wait, didn't he play last game?
Yeah, he's cooked. I'm pretty sure. We were talking about this on the Discord. I think Cameron Murray is. I think I was talking to you about it, UFC. Cameron Murray's out for until May or something at the earliest.
That's the okay.
And we reckon that is the Rabbitohs season done next year as well, even with Uncle Wayne.
Yeah, well.
Fifth and last here for Tonga. Isaiah Katoa with the high ball in midfield. Xavier Coates looking up into the sunshine, and there was a lack of urgency on that chase. Tonga starting to just run out of steam 4.5 minutes in. I mean, not completely, not to the point where they can't compete. There was just there was no sting in that kick chase, and a penalty to Australia. Oh. How are we liking these new cameras, by the way? Chat room, are they too big? I feel like they're too big. Our big melons are getting in the way of the distracting from the game for the commentary.
Only because you've been mucking around with the cameras. Apparently the whole chasing dollars.
Oh, because nobody does that these days.
No.
Paddy Carrigan, speak of the devil. Well, we were speaking about him a few minutes ago. Looks like Tonga got the breeze here in the first half. A big breeze at that as Angus Crichton bumps away from a couple and spills the ball. He's had the dropsies here in the Australian jersey, hasn't he, Sir Angus? Made a complete cock-up of that try the other week. And now he spills the ball cold. Going into contact.
It looks like he's seen a ghost. Not the guy dancing. Yeah, I'm like, not the guy's dancing, but Angus Crichton, his hair wasn't that white the last time they played.
In fairness, he was just eyeing up Holy Moly Olakuatu. And
his hair's just gone white. Even his little bum fluff's a little bit white there.
He's just aged about 80 years looking up and seeing that big fella in front of him. And Angus is a big man himself, but holy hell.
Why do you hate Crichton, Florrie? I feel like I know why you hate Dylan. Why do you hate Crichton? Angus.
Ellie Katoa up over halfway.
That's what I was going to look up. What's the weather like in Sydney? Does anybody know?
Very sunny.
Very sunny.
Vanua Blake through the hands now. Out to the left they go. Holy moly. Gets the arms free. Puts the fend on Tommy Trebojevic. But they
22.
team up and bring him down. 22. Jeez, I'd kill for 22 right about now.
22 and pretty human. Well, according to Google, it's only 28 here, but I think that's a big fat lie.
Only 28.
It's 1,000% humidity, though. That's what makes it feel worse.
Katoa shows on the inside twice, goes on the outside for an overlap, and the try for Sione Katoa.
Damn it!
Sione Katoa scores the first try. That is a tick off my multi. And a dream start for Tonga. Isaiah Katoa, though, that was all him. Showing the ball twice on the inside, sucking in the Australian defence. Look at those Tongan flags. Holy hell. There is not a single Australian in that crowd. Australian supporter. They probably are all Australians. But you know what I mean? Not a single Australian supporter in that crowd. Shows inside once, shows inside twice. And that creates the overlap.
I saw
Lehigh Hopewade onto Sione Katoa, and the crowd goes absolutely ape.
I saw some New South Wales jerseys in the crowd.
Saying that.
Ape shit. Can you say that?
Beautiful work by Sione Katoa, and once again, son of a bitch can't do this for the Sharks, can he?
Crowd goes wild.
No, he's got to be wearing red to do this sort of bollocks. There is a nice early tick off the multi. Sione Katoa coming up clutch with the try.
Dylan Edwards is there because he doesn't impressed with him.
No, I mean, I can understand the high standard that Dylan Edwards sets for himself.
He does.
But no, it certainly wasn't his mistake. Well, he did kind of get suckered in by that inside dummy from Katoa as well, so that caught him slightly out of position. But no, by no stretch of the imagination was that his fault.
That was Xavier Coates' fault. Why are we not surprised? No, Jason Callaway, this is in Sydney. This is in Sydney.
You would bloody think so, wouldn't it? I'm impressed by this turnout.
Yeah, Flurry, look, Aussies will support Aussies if it's a sorry, I was distracted by something in the crowd. Aussies will support Aussies if it's an on trend. I mean, look at the Matildas. Yeah. Have we heard anything since?
From the sideline, Isaiah Katoa pushes it out past the near upright. And it remains 4 points to nil. ET on TikTok. Welcome along, mate.
Unfortunately, Flurry, if Tommy Dearden's going to get pissed off, that's not going to help him because he gets pissed off. He doesn't really play much better.
ET is asking who we're going for.
Look, Australia, because Australia. But, you know, for Tonga to get a moral victory.
Seeing the crowd, seeing this crowd turn out, I truly feel like Tonga deserved to win. I mean, okay, deserve. You don't deserve to win just because your supporters show up at the stadium. But you know what I mean? It'd be a great moment for International Rugby League, and it would be a great moment for that sea of red in the stadium right now if Tonga got the win. That's what I was trying to say.
And maybe Australia will get a new coach because didn't Mal lose 30-0 last time?
Yeah, is Mal too comfortable in the role?
He looks too comfortable.
Is he? Yeah. Oh, thank you very much for the rose there, Cooper GGG on TikTok.
What does that mean?
That's the TikTok version of Super Chats, essentially, on YouTube.
Meningitis.
Tonga march back into Australia's territory, and Fanua Blake will play this 40 metres out from the try line. Katoa gets the kick away. Ashley Klein has cleared the post-kick contact. And Zachary Lomax has created an obstruction.
And he was not having
was
any
pushed
of it,
away.
was he, Olakwatu? He was...
Oh, a swinging arm from Felice Kafusi. And he is so lucky that hasn't made contact. He is so lucky because that would have been an immediate send-off.
It was only Coates. Coates is bigger than him, so, you know, it's fine.
It doesn't matter if it was Billy Slater. It's an immediate send-off if that lands. Unless you're the referee. Dearden now sends it out wide. Angus Crichton back inside for the Hammer. And Hammer can't get through the defence.
They're not making any ground here, but they got that out to the Hammer, who made about 10 metres off that pass. Big kick downfield, straight down his throat. I don't know their names, I'm sorry.
It's Lehigh Hopewade there at the back for Tonga.
Yep. I don't know who kicked it from Australia, but they kicked
Tom
it
didn't.
straight to him. Oh, Tommy didn't. There you go. Look, he got pissed off and stuffed up. What a surprise.
We just totally dual drank there. That was insane. I saw that out of the corner of my eye on the camera. It's like we both just drank at the exact same time.
We've been doing this for far too long. We're too in sync.
Taumalolo takes it up to the 30. Fanua Blake in at first receiver to Katoa. Isaiah to the inside ball for Eli Katoa. Back for Isaiah Katoa. It's Katoa's or us out there. And now Fanua Blake fends off the tackle, offloads for Olakwatu. They're playing sevens at the moment here, Tonga.
Yeah, look, to be honest, I don't know how much this kind of scrappy type of footy is going to work.
Crossfield kick. Sun is in the eyes of Xavier Coates. And it falls for Harry Grant. Harry Grant beats one and returns it outside the 20.
The professionalism of the Australian game may be what gets them over the line here.
Stay hunky, ahoy, mate.
Oh, look at his blue jocks.
Who? Lomax.
Yeah.
Tommy Turbo up towards the halfway mark. Australia in possession. Play 2. Edwards goes from dummy half. Beats the first up tackle. Fanua Blake drags him down. And a penalty to Australia right out in front. Take the 2. Get yourself on the board. Calm things down.
ET is asking if we think Australia will come back. Well, we're only 10 minutes in, mate.
Oh, press that you can see that.
I got my contacts in. I can see everything.
Because I was going to say, I'm struggling to see that.
Sorry,
right now.
if he's not answering in the TikTok chat,
It's because I'm struggling
he
to
can't
see
read
it.
it. I got my contacts in, so I can see it all.
There you go. Oh, that's
Hey,
good. I
hunky.
don't have to. What the hell?
Say hunky ahoy. Max ahoy over there in in YouTube land.
Isaiah Yo to Mitch Moses through the hands now. Australia. Lomax spills it.
Lomax.
Zachy Lomax was
Moving
in the corner.
far too quickly for that pass. Oh,
They're excited
Tongans.
about that.
That poor baby. Did you see?
I didn't see that. No.
This woman's waving the flag and she's bouncing up and down, and the kid's laughing.
She was holding a baby, and
She's holding the baby and the
that's
flag,
hilarious.
and she's jumping up and down, and the kid, poor child, has got absolutely no no say in the matter.
that is funny. Oh, that's what I was doing. Okay, I remember.
Oh, I'm sorry, Stay Hunky. I apologize.
I was going to use this flare
Where?
on TikTok. It's like a
Lance. Ahoy. And
it's Ashley Klein, so
it's Ashley Klein, so yeah, it is.
Mm.
Sorry.
anyone who wanted a good referee, I'm sorry, we've got Ashley Klein out there today.
Oh, the Kiwis are watching off to the side.
I would honestly, I would love. Now I don't.
Which answers my question as I was going to ask as to where's the Kiwi game being held?
Yeah, right here.
Right here.
I don't have. Oh, through the hands now, Tonga creating some space,
Oh, they're
and
playing
Lehigh Hopewade.
They're playing quick in Australia, just on the back foot, aren't
Six
they?
more tackles. They get a set repeat. Yes, Australia are under the pump here. We talked in that pre-game about this opening 15 minutes.
Being hard and tough. Tell you what.
Certainly is.
I mean, to be fair, they're coming
Oh,
from
high contact here on Taumalolo. No
coming-
call from Ashley Klein.
a nation which is hot and steamy all the time. So playing in 22 with 68% humidity is probably
Oh,
like
Kawatu is 5 out. He's had his pants pulled down. It's not as good as Teddy, but he's close to the line, a couple of meters out.
Looks like he buys his jocks where Zach Lomax does.
I think they've got some sort of sponsorship deal. Alamotti gets the fend on.
What a place to put a sponsorship. And you get Dax to get sponsors.
That's why there's suddenly so many pantsings over the past couple of years.
Oh, God.
Crossfield kick is taken on the full by Tom Trebojevic. It is just a little bit overcooked there, and it's a 7-tackle set. Space down the right here for Lomax. Puts the step on, and then he's hit by Isaiah Katoa.
He was almost going there. If
he would have been away.
Ankle tap there by Katoa. He was gone.
Dead and dummies. Goes through a gap. He's got support from the hammer. They must score here, Australia. Drawing the fullback, and the hammer's in the corner.
Is he?
Yes, he is.
Did he step on that sideline?
The hammer scores.
What? Is that another tick off your multi?
It is.
Can you get all ticks off your multi by half-time?
Yep. That's the second tick off the multi. Hudson Young, the only one remaining. Tom Dearden just goes through a gap through the centres, and it all comes back to the crossfield kick that was overcooked. 7-tackle set. William Hunt, ahoy, mate.
Ahoy, William. Yeah, I tell ya. This is a fast game.
I thought he gave that pass a little bit too early there.
You reckon it's no try flurry? Do you reckon he stood on that sideline? I thought he might have touched it. Let's have a look.
Tom Dearden, I thought, screwed this up. He gave the ball just a little bit too early.
Nah, he's in.
And the hammer is scored.
Confirmed.
The hammer's not going to miss a try-scoring opportunity from there. I'm sorry.
Well, you never know. He could... Oh, did someone just do a dolphin in the background behind him? Good Lord.
Apparently it's not a dolphin. I always used to think that too, but I was educated. So much so that I can't remember. It's some...
Pinhead?
No, it's some... It's actually got nothing to do with the Dolphins at all. It's just a coincidence that it looks like that, and he plays for the Dolphins. It's some form of traditional thing. I wish I...
Okay, well, if it's a traditional form of something or other, then I won't mock it. But if it's just, an attempt at being a dolphin...
That's exactly what happened to me. I felt bad. I felt really bad after I was educated.
It's a shark. Is it a shark?
From the sideline.
Oh, because of hammer?
This one off to the right-hand side.
Is he a hammerhead shark? Is that what it is, ads? Also ahoy?
Blake.
Ahoy, Blake. Goodness me.
And it is 4 points all. The kickers are missing the mark here today.
TikTok.
This is fantastic.
TikTok, we're being encouraged to, share and invite your mates.
Oh, yeah, you know what else, actually, that I've been doing these days that I quite often forget? On YouTube, if you're enjoying what we're doing here, we're live on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok, and if you're enjoying it, the action here on YouTube, do feel free to hit that like button.
That was a slick little move from Mitchell Moses there. Couldn't quite make the kick, but, used his foot.
And of course, if you'd like to follow along with our coverage each and every weekend, hit that subscribe button as well on the YouTube. Marching towards 4,000 subscribers. Alamein on TikTok. Ahoy there. And Aaron888. Ahoy there, buddy. Welcome along on the TikTok as Australia put it through the hands. Moses shows outside, goes inside for Tommy Turbo, and Australia go into Tonga's territory. Grant, a little bit of a mix-up there from Yo and Carrigan.
Around his bicep, Harry Grant.
And that's the fifth and last. Moses kicks high, back towards midfield, chasing through was Zach Lomax, but taken in the air by Lehigh Hopewade. What a take.
After that take. Australia on the front foot now. They're seeming to be a little bit faster, getting back into position. But we'll see.
What are you suggesting, Stay Hunky, that Lomax is a little bit fruity?
Well, he's included the
I saw the eggplant.
The eggplant, yeah. I was trying to remember what it was called.
Tonga back up over halfway. Vanua Blake Gets the arms free and offloads. Oh, pointing out wide to the right, but they come back left. And he's not happy there, Havili. He wanted that to go right. Down the short side they go. And Lola Hea puts the kick up. Edwards is beaten in the air, but it's spilt forward by Tonga. Advantage will be played here. And Zach Lomax has the ball just outside their own 20 here, Australia, back in possession.
I can't quite read the name because of the colours. I think it's...
Analupe Fanua on Channel 9. Oh, Dylan Edwards, are you kidding me? Of all the players to make such a simple mistake.
Oh.
And Tonga, that will surely be coming back for an advantage.
3 errors to Australia, none to Tonga.
I think, in all honesty, I think Dylan Edwards has just played too much footy.
Tired.
4 grand finals in a row for the... Hang on. 5 grand finals in a row for the Panthers. 4 in which they've won. Representative debut.
Well, which they should have won.
Yeah. Representative debut. I think he's just played so much footy. I think he needs a rest. And I think we're seeing a very, very weary Dylan Edwards.
Mm.
Oh, that's going to help. Is that the same woman? No, it's a different one. All the Tongan women are bringing their kids to the game.
And all the kids have zero say in how much they're getting bounced around out there.
Tonga have a full set of 6 here on the back of the Dylan Edwards mistake. 10 metres out from the try line.
Can't quite read the comment about Sean Johnson.
Is tonight Sean Johnson's last game ever?
I believe so. Well, unless he gets recalled again.
Lola Hea runs back across the face of the post. They shut him down. 5 metres out now, Tonga on play 3. Katoa to Fanua Blake. Nowhere to go. Has to... Oh, he's offloaded. Not expecting it there, Katoa, but he manages to get away from Hudson Young.
Actually, any ground, though. Got to calm it down, lads. Got to just chill out. Calm it down a little.
Olakuatu cuts back in field. He's chopped down by Moses. 5th and last. The kick will be from 10 metres out. It's a grubber kick. Looking for the goalpost. It hits the post. And Edwards will get tackled in goal.
It absolutely hit that goalpost and just stopped, didn't it? Didn't even really bounce off of it.
Oh, purpose kick as well. He's purposely targeted the goalpost here, I reckon. He probably wanted a deflection, though, as you say. It just stopped dead at the foot of the...
He wanted that deflection, but the way it hit that goalpost, it just stopped.
Australia goes short with the goal line dropout. Well, not short enough.
No,
it's gone out to the 20. And Sione Katoa, Tonga's first try scorer, the game's first try scorer, takes tackle 1. 21 and a half minutes gone. This is raced by.
It's been an extremely fast-played game, too.
100% completion rate for Tonga. That's unheard of. I mean, I'm sorry, but that is absolutely unheard of.
Players with their hands on their hips.
Lola Hea. Taken 5 metres out. They get a set restart here, Tonga. Fanua Blake. Oh, they have brought it for more than the opening 15 minutes. I wondered if they would run out of steam early. Oh, God, I'm going to get hammered by Tongan supporters after this. If this keeps up, Eli Katoa loses his teeth. That's his mouth guard.
Stay hunky. Shut your mouth.
Katoa through the hands now, out to the left.
Tupo!
And the pass to Tupou, and Tupou fights his way over the line. Lola Hea holds it up perfectly. No try, says Ashley Klein.
What's he going to go on?
Lost forward? Who lost it forward? Nobody. That's a try. Daniel Tupou has scored this in the corner. Oh, don't tell me we're looking at obstruction. He had the ball. He had the ball, didn't he? He passed it. He turned and... Oh, this is going to get ruled out for an obstruction. Hang on. I want to see this replay again. Is he not the player who had the ball and then passed it?
Yes.
Or did it go in behind him?
And it's a wraparound pass.
This was a simple stock standard wraparound play.
It's not a...
No try. It's going to be a penalty.
Please bunker overrule him. Oh.
The chorus of boos
Awful call.
The chorus of boos well, he did. In fairness, he passed it, and then rather than
there was a second.
he did make a
stop though. How can he stop? What can he do? Make himself turn into air?
It's not so much that he didn't stop, but it is after he passed it.
Oh, now they're getting nasty.
After he passed it, he did take a pretty clear step out of the direction he was originally running in order to make contact with the Australian defender.
Yeah.
In fairness.
Nah. Oh, what a tackle there on Dearden. Who was that?
That was a huge
Ellie
hit.
Katoa absolutely sent him back to North Queensland with that hit. And I was about to say too, whilst you were backing up the bunker for whatever unfortunate reason, Tamalolo, he still plays for North Queensland, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Oh, well, he mustn't really get along with Ruben Garrick. Not Ruben Garrick. What's
Ruben Garrick?
What's old mullet Cletus's face's name? Yeah, what's his name?
Ruben Cotter.
Ruben Cotter. Mustn't really get along with him that well.
For Lomax.
Oh!
Lomax fights in the air, almost takes it.
Ubo.
And there is suddenly a lot of feeling in this game, a lot of ill feeling.
Well, I was about to say there is a lot of ill feeling because Tamalolo mustn't like his North Queensland teammate that much because he definitely put a little elbow into his face. So a little bit of forearm right there. Smacked it down.
There's nothing like representative footy playing your own teammates. Like, you do throw a little extra spice in there when you're playing against your teammates. That takes me back
Tell you what, it does, doesn't it?
It takes me back to school and my playing days, and you'd be lining up against your best mate. And
Tonga have also gone the short dropout, and it's been volleyball back by Australia to the 40-metre line, so that really didn't help anybody, did it?
It did not. And it certainly didn't help Tom Dearden. No, because that's not Tom Dearden anyway, so it doesn't matter. Goofy, ahoy there.
Ref, ahoy, Goofy.
Ref, you see, need me to see in his mouth. Don't know what the hell's going on there, but yes.
10 metres out, Australia. Harry Grant with his brains taped to his biceps.
And I love that UFC is also channeling his inner Eric Cartman. Isaiah Yo fights his way towards the line, but Tonga
brought down.
Scramble and defend well. A metre short. Harry Grant from dummy half. This will be a set restart.
Literally bent in half.
Yep, a set restart. He caught them napping. Well played there, Harry Grant.
They caught them napping. I mean,
I would.
Why? Because of the set restart?
Yeah, because they were.
He didn't get over the try line, so he got stopped. So they weren't exactly napping.
He caught the defenders napping. Earned that set restart.
Overlap.
Just because he's a Melbourne Storm player, he's allowed to do good things.
No,
you
he's
can,
not. No,
you can acknowledge it.
No.
This is not the first time in commentary I've praised Harry Grant, and you've been like,
no.
He did nothing.
He did
what
nothing.
Are you talking about?
He did nothing. There was no good. No good can come of him.
Isaiah Yo, straight up the middle. Melbourne Storm players are capable of doing good things. Love
no
them,
good can come of them.
Grant out to the left. Dearden. Cut out pass to the hammer, who pops it on for Xavier Coates.
Not in my multi.
No.
Oh, wait, is he in one of my multis?
I thought you had him in one of your multis.
Oh, I don't
and
know.
Xavier Coates scores the go-ahead try.
There's too much happening at the moment. I got no idea.
Eight points to 4. Australia have taken the lead. Tom Dearden with the cutout pass. The defence was drawn to Angus Crichton. Maybe a hint of a forward pass there from Dearden.
I have a question for chat rooms. How early is too early to put up your Christmas lights?
Around about now.
Well, there's a bunch of houses near me that are far too early.
There should be no Christmas lights. Well, I think there should be no Christmas light ever. I think they're stupid. But there should be no Christmas lights
You're stupid.
There should be no Christmas lights before December 24th.
So checking to see if that idiot Storm player's in my
Festivus. Now he's gone from channeling his inner Eric Cartman to now channeling his inner Costanza.
I do. I have him in 2 multis. Yeah.
We
no, I don't. I've got the hammer. Oh, no, I do.
We will indeed be doing the next game. Aaron, 888. New Zealand versus PNG in the promotion relegation match.
Then we might be really tired, and so we might finish off with some cricket, maybe. Probably not, though.
No, definitely not.
And you know, so I said to Dan earlier, I was like, we could actually cover 3 different codes today. We could do the AFLW, the NRL, and some cricket. I completely forgot to watch the AFLW. Completely.
Oh, Zach Lomax from the sideline pushes it past the near upright. There has not been a single conversion so far today, but that probably has a bit to do with all the tries being out wide. And that it's taken all day for me, but that is finally starting to kick in. I can really feel it now.
I can't. I'm starting to sweat over here. Snow? Did you just say that the snow is beginning to fall, Stay Hunky? Where are you? And why is it snowing? And why isn't it snowing here?
Stay Hunky's in New Zealand.
No way. It's not snowing over there. Surely not.
Take your shirt off if it's so hot.
He's talking to you.
I know. Yeah. Oh, trust me, I know.
Oh, I wish I was in Antarctica, Stay Hunky. It's absolutely disgusting.
Can you imagine how he'd be if he realised I'm not even wearing pants right now?
I almost looked to confirm.
You know that it's not true already. Oh, dearie me. Australia on the back of points here. 8 points to 4. Edwards up to halfway. Holds onto the ball this time, but it's a sloppy play of the ball. Moses gets the kick away. Aaron, 888, says there's been so much sport on today. There certainly has been. I was up at 1 a.m. here on the Wasted World of Sports channel covering the Rugby Union. That was a whole lot of fun as Tonga in possession.
Celtics didn't play today, though. For anyone who follows the NBA, they play at 6:30 tomorrow morning.
And Michelle's going to be doing some NBA games.
Not doing that. I thought you said I was going to be doing. I thought you were going to say I was going to be doing that game, but that's not happening. 6:30 on a Monday morning. I don't start work till midday.
No, I was just throwing it out there to the chat room that you've volunteered yourself to cover some NBA on the streams.
I have, but I'm waiting for a good one, a good game.
Oh no, a big mistake here from Ellie Katoa. And it spills for Harry Grant to pass it on to Dylan Edwards, and Edwards.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a good game that's going to be good timing.
Yeah.
So,
that's fair enough.
It was, I mean, obviously it'll be a Celtics game. Well, maybe. No, it'll be a Celtics game.
Angus, is that your team? Angus Crichton takes it inside the 30. Yeah, that makes sense then.
How do you not know that? I only go on about them like every stream.
Oh, when it's basketball, I have a tendency to block it out, to be perfectly honest. Dearden shows inside once, goes inside this time to the hammer, and the hammer's caught 5 meters out. Grant goes to Moses, tackle 3 here, Carrigan in front of the post. Stands in the tackle. What's with the socks, Paddy? Moses had to reach back for the ball, and that sort of diffuses the play. But numbers to the left here for Australia, and Dearden decides to turn it back inside to the right for some reason. And Angus Crichton just settles things down here for the 5th and last. They stay on the left. Dearden caught with the ball, and that is a meek and meaningless last tackle play from Australia. Mal will not be happy. Alamotti plays it. Tonga 5 meters out from their own try line. 8 points to 4. It is Australia in the lead. 30 minutes has just, dare I say, stormed by. No reference to Melbourne Storm, just the game's gone quick.
Yeah.
I don't dare bring up the Melbourne Storm in current company. Penalty to Tonga. A leg pull.
I do, and there's the problem too, is I love a good thunderstorm. I have to say the full word now. I can't just say storm.
Because now it storms and you're just like, oh, I used to like this.
Still like it. It's pretty good.
A Christmas, what kind of Christmas painting though, Flurry? The penalty kick up to halfway, and Paul Alamotti with the first hit up.
That's a little bit pushing on the neck there, Grant.
Who have we got here? Run. Oh, is that Mitch Barnett getting ready to come onto the field?
I don't know. Luke he doesn't look impressed.
No, he doesn't. He wants to be out there is what's happening. Sonny Luke goes from dummy half, takes it to the 20. On play 3, Katoa.
Bring it back to the Tupou side. You know he wants to try.
10 meters out from the line here, Tonga. Play 4. Dummy in the... Oh, listen to the singing.
Oh, I can hear it now too. Yeah, you've been talking about this in the chat, Flurry, the singing. We can
Set
hear it.
Restart here for Tonga. Luke darts out of dummy half. Harry Grant wraps him up. There is still some feeling in this game. Yeah, we'll be going live for the next one, Jason. New Zealand taking on PNG in the promotion relegation match. And then I will be live 2 a.m. tomorrow morning for South Africa versus Scotland in the rugby as Hopewade almost sneaks through with his purple underwear. Katoa.
Sponsorship on it?
Maybe. We haven't seen yet. Katoa offloads. Back for Luke. Luke for Hopewade again. And Lehigh Hopewade. He goes close once more. Quick play the ball. So Luke to Eli Katoa. He's dropped it. Eli Katoa's
dropped it.
Eli Katoa was over the try line.
Oh, all he had to do was spin and put that down, and I'm pretty sure he knew it too. I feel like he thought the ground was a lot closer than it actually was.
33 minutes gone in this match. No try coming up here. Eli Katoa, he knows it as well. Harry Grant's copped an elbow to the face. You would have liked that.
Oh, what a shame.
In the process of Eli Katoa going for the try there.
He scored the try on Harry Grant's leg, unfortunately. Not...
He was nowhere near the ground, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
No try. I mean, they had to confirm it, I suppose, but we already knew.
Hey, look, 2 no tries. This kind of keeps him, in the competition, I think.
Victoria Team Nana. Hello.
Tell you what, they can sing any song they want out there as long as it's not that Take Me Home Country Road song.
Oh, why would they be singing that?
It's the song that...
Whoa, who's gone flying there? Number 16, Cletus Cotter.
It's the song one of the Brisbane Lions plays every time he gets a goal, and oh my God, it does my head.
Oh, that sounds irritating.
Oh.
6 again here for Australia. Isaiah Yo.
Highly irritating.
Up the middle they go, 20 metres out from the line. And Mitch Barnett's on the field. Welcome along there on TikTok. Victoria through the hands now. Edwards steps back in field. Edwards is over the line, but he's turned on his back and held up.
Yeah, absolutely held up.
Tonga.
On X, no, not yet, Flurry. I'm gonna have to do that. I go on X not often.
Yeah, I've got one, but I'd be lying if I said I use it.
Yeah, I'll find it and I'll get back onto it every time I go onto it to look at things like the doxing of Nick Face.
5 metres out from the line, hit Grant.
It asks me to log in, I can't remember.
Out the back to Moses, who looks for the pop pass. It's been touched by Tonga. And it'll be 6. It wasn't played at, says the referee.
Wasn't played at. Came off his shoulder or something. I don't think it was played at.
You weren't even watching,
I was watching. I can talk and watch. I'm female. I can do more than one thing at a time.
5th and last crossfield kick for Tommy Turbo, who loses it behind him. And trying to scoop it up is Hudson Young. Oh, this would be my multi if Hudson Young scored. It's gone up as no try. It's gone up as no try. If Hudson Young has miraculously scooped this ball up, and if Tommy Turbo has not knocked it on, that's my multi before the halftime break.
Called it, didn't I?
And Tommy Turbo has not knocked it on. It's gone backwards. For the love of God, it's gone backwards. He's knocked it on.
He's knocked it on.
Tommy Turbo, you son of a bitch.
Of his foot. Oh, bugger. That's one for both of us that haven't come off there.
I want to see. I want the replay to carry on. I want to see if Hudson Young even managed to scoop the ball up and score anyway. But anyway, Tommy Turbo has dropped. That would have been my multi.
What's questionable, James? Dare I ask?
Uh,
Yeah, well, I almost had Tupo for my multi. One part of my multi.
no, this was my multi. This was the entire multi. Through the hands now, Tonga. Sonny Luke out to Lehigh Hopawade. Hopawade's been very heavily involved. Down the short side they stay. Olakawatu tries to run over top of Moses. And up to halfway, back into the fence, Kalamatangi on the fifth and last now. Katoa with the kick. It's not going to be contestable. Coates will have an eternity here to look up and sum up what he's going to do, but there is a red wall in front of him. Ollie is the best. Ahoy!
Ahoy, Ollie. And Keelan. Ahoy.
Edwards goes from dummy half.
By senior. Soz. Can't afford it.
And a big run from Lomax. Isaiah Katoa, I tell you what, he has been defending extremely well. Through goes Tom Dearden. Support from Tommy Turbo on the inside. And that'll be a try for Australia.
He's in one of our multis.
Out of absolutely nowhere, Tom Dearden has busted through. And the support from Tommy Trebojevic, the son of a bitch, who cost me my multi, now gets a try. DJ Shaq, ahoy, mate.
Ahoy, DJ Shaq.
How good was that rugby game this morning, DJ Shaq? Go Oz.
Go Oz.
From
live broadcast is very
Selena.
Interesting. Well, Victoria, if you want to be a subscriber, sure, we can be friends. Why not?
Yeah, I don't think they're called followers on TikTok, I believe. I mean, it's the same thing, but it's a different name. Game of the year, says DJ Shaq. England,
which one was that?
England versus the Wallabies.
Who won?
Wallabies.
Wow.
Oh, it was such a good match. I won't get too much into the details because we've got this one to cover.
Oh, they're replaying the try 100 times.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be a while before they take this kick. But I'll tell you what happened, right? At the back end of the game, bloody Australia made a breakaway try from halfway against the run of play to take the lead with 10 minutes to go. And then, with a minute and a half to go, England scored a try to reclaim the lead. England dropped the ball from the kickoff, and 4 minutes into stoppage time, so 4 minutes after the siren, Australia scored in the corner to steal the match.
Wow.
It was such an intense last 10 minutes as the conversion from Lomax successful.
Finally, because it was right in front.
And Australia lead now 14 points to 4.
Say, Hunky, I can't do a backflip, but I can bend over and possibly do a back break if that's, takes you fancy. Tyron? I'm probably saying that incorrectly. I apologize.
Tryron. Say what you think. We always do.
Always do. Yeah, flurry. I didn't notice if it was forward or not. Oh, there's still like 3 minutes to go. I thought we were on the 40-meter line. 40-minute mark. Tonga have kicked it out, and it's gone out on the full. So it's Australia bringing it back to the 50-meter. Everyone's got to turn around and run back down the other end of the field. And Australia's kicked it out. Penalty, they meant to kick it out. Right on the 20-meter line. So they've got the ball back on the 20-meter line. 20 out from, scoring again. Who we got? Barnett. He's on the field. Mitchell Barnett. Finally got his moment.
Oh, through the hands. No.
Mitchell Moses.
Moses goes to ground. Looking for more points before the halftime break. Yo to Edwards. Cut out pass for Tommy Turbo. Beats one. Gets on the outside. Tommy Turbo for a double. Can he get the ball down?
Did he get the ball down? He reckons he did.
Son of a bitch cost me my multi. And now,
he's got a double before halftime. Did he get the ball down? We're going to have a look at this one. He thinks he has. Unless he's telling big fat porky pies. Then Australia are going to go up 18-4 here.
They've just run out of steam here.
Taking the
Tonga.
wind out of Tonga's sails, that is for sure. What do we got? Bunker's gone up to the bunker. Ashley Klein's making some weird motions. Doesn't know what's going on. Surprise, surprise. Oh, no! He doesn't have the ball down. His hand is under it. There's a Tongan arm under it. I don't see the ball touching the ground at all there. Shut up, Slater. Sorry, I can hear him.
He seemed very
He
confident.
was very confident that he got that ball
there's a hand
down.
under it.
There is a Tongan arm, and Tommy's hand itself is under the ball. So he was telling big fat porcupines there.
Sucked in, Tommy. Cost me my multi, huh? Cost me my multi. That's what you get.
Well, he thinks he's got it. He still thinks he's got it down. He's still walking around shaking his head.
No try.
They're going no try, so maybe they thought it was actually down too. Maybe it rolled off of an arm and went down after that. Oh well, tough cookies. It's no try now. Play the ball. 10 meters out.
Oh, they've still got so many tackles up their sleeve.
That was a very quick try up to the penalty. Leadus, Eden,
Angus Crichton.
Brighton taking 3 of them up. Oh, a little bit of a smack there. Someone's holding on to someone and they didn't like it.
Fifth and last, dead and runs it to the line. The double pump for Yo. At the back for Moses. They've got numbers here. The overlap. Tommy Turbo has white line fever, though. He wanted that second try.
Maybe he's got money on himself to
Maybe
get 2
he does,
before.
because
time.
I'm telling you, Zach Lomax was unmarked outside him. Tonga would have been able to scramble and make an attempt at stopping Lomax, but he was basically unmarked on the outside. Tommy Turbo's gone on his own. Oh, no, he was completely unmarked. Zach Lomax scores that 99 times out of 100.
The Tommy Turbo has just cost me part of my multi too.
He had the white line fever, and he decided if he's had the try taken off him, he wants it.
We really only like him when he's wearing blue, don't we?
Well, the only reason I've turned on him is because he knocked on and cost me my multi.
Well,
By the way, DJ Shaq, if you haven't caught the rest of the game, like the start of the match, Tom Turbo knocked on the try line.
That wasn't at the start of the match. That was like 8 minutes ago.
I know it's not at the start of the match. That's why I said
it wasn't
DJ
even 8 minutes ago because I thought it was on the 40. It was like at the 37th minute mark or something.
That's why I said
but
to
the
DJ
first
Shaq, if you haven't seen anything prior...
Yeah, but he's been here since then.
No, he hasn't.
Yes,
He's only just popped in.
He's been here since that try, I'm sure of it.
I don't think so.
Pretty sure.
I don't believe so.
Yes, well, DJ Shaq.
But anyway,
agree. But
regardless,
the first 25 minutes of the game were just like, it was fast, it was intense. Tonga got the first try. It's, they've been extremely up for this game. Which sounds like a weird saying, but you can watch some teams come out into a final, Sydney Swans, and just not be up for it at all whatsoever. So
now there's someone a little more her own size.
Yeah, right. Got a random jigsaw puzzle tattooed on her inside of her bicep there. Whoever she is.
Yeah, whoever she is. I've actually never seen her before.
What about Geelong? Don't you back Geelong?
Half time. It is 14 points to 4.
He'd look better on the bench, William Hunt. Huh? Oh, goodness me.
Yeah, jeez. When fit, Cameron Munster is... is the starting number 6, though. Tom Denton's had a good year. This is probably Tom Denton's best game.
I thought he was fit.
No, he's injured.
No, he was fit because the whole thing about the biting charge in the grand final was he got cleared so that he could play for Australia.
No, he's out injured.
Yeah, right.
What are you suggesting that
he did bite someone and he should have been suspended?
Are you suggesting that he is in fact feigning injury?
Probably.
So as not to play representative football.
He's a Storm player. Right. Tough time.
Maori Mamba. No parades tonight, for the looks of it. Well, there's
maybe,
a long way to
go.
What's the percentage of Tonga to bounce back? Yeah, look, I think I stand by my pre-game that they'll run out of steam and Australia will win quite comfortably. And I know that that's going to get me. I know that's going to get me a lot of hate because
get you in trouble.
Yeah, because apparently, not even having anything negative to say about Tonga last weekend, I just predicted that they would lose.
Wait, what time are you getting up to do the next game? In the morning?
1 or 2 a.m. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I won't
Then,
be doing that. Unless I've fallen asleep at work.
I mean, if that's anything to go by, then, geez,
I think
I'm in for some backlash.
Stephen
today.
Pope Ahoy Festival. I don't know if they look off the pace. I mean, it's been a very fast game. We've said it a few times. And I feel like it's a very scrappy game. They're not playing with the professionalism that they normally play with. So, you know, everything's normally very clinical. I don't think it's as clinical as it could be from Australia. So maybe they're playing it. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I'm in no Cameron Munster, so. Thank you very much for the follow on TikTok there, Maori Mamba, by the way. Very much appreciate that. Oh, it was carrot. It was a big carrot. All right. Half time here. We're going to have a quick break. 14 points to 4 in favour of Australia. Can Tonga come out in the second half with the same enthusiasm that they started and intensity that they started the first half with? We'll find out. Oh, God, excuse me. We'll find out right after this here on the Waste of World of Sports. The stream is going to stay, well, the stream's going to stay active everywhere, but yeah, we're going to have a quick break, and I've got no way of switching off TikTok, so we're just going to be standing here looking stupid, and the microphone will be speak for yourself, and the microphone will be muted on TikTok. On YouTube, we'll run some ads, and we'll be back after a quick break to dissect that first half and get ourselves ready for the second half. Right after, unless you'd like to talk to the TikTok people, because I have actually noticed, and I've tried not to do this because, and it makes sense. Like every time we do these streams and we have a break, no matter what the platform is, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, as soon as I have a break and disappear,
the chat opens up.
Numbers drop. Obviously, I mean that makes sense. They don't always come back. So
they don't always come back. So we're still here. We're still here.
I don't know. Maybe we tag team these breaks when the two of us are doing it.
Wolfie. I don't know. Oh, I just want to answer. Wolfie Mapeson in the YouTube chat. Sione Katoa.
What? Say that again.
Sione Katoa. What did I say before?
I'm not convinced it was Sione Katoa that you said before, but I'm also not certain enough to bag you out for it.
It was absolutely Sione Katoa because I was making sure I didn't do what I did before, which was say Keone Satoa.
Let's just say that it was a lot better than your pre-game effort.
Exactly. Yes.
Lomax has not scored yet. No, Maori Mumba.
No, Lomax hasn't scored. Unfortunately, he's had a bit of a shocker, to be honest. So, though he could have scored. But Tommy Turbo has
affected your multi.
It did affect my multi. It affected both of our multis.
So Tommy Turbo has screwed up my multi
and one of mine
and one of yours.
I have several because I'm a masochist. Oh God!
Oh, Tommy Turbo. This comes back to when I was in high school, I used to hate Manly. Because remember back in those days. I still
hate Manly.
Do you?
Yes.
Really? I didn't know that.
You
have either
this is my Balmain ties.
Either you get so tied up in the Melbourne Storm hatred that I don't really notice the Manly hatred because it's nowhere near as fierce, or I've just never picked up on that. That's interesting.
It's definitely not as fierce as the Storm hatred, but it is there because I've got Balmain ties. So, and that was the big rivalry, Balmain and Manly.
Maori Mumba says, I hate Penrith. Well, you're not alone there, Maori. There's a couple of people on the YouTube chat that hate Penrith as well. Right, Flurry?
Yeah. What did I talk about soccer today? Did I mention anything about soccer?
I don't think.
I was talking about Matildas earlier, but that was well on early on in the chat when we were talking about Australians following trends.
Everyone hates Manly, says Darren. It certainly used to be the case.
It did used to be the case. They used to be the big. So I remember, because I grew up with my dad absolutely hating Jeff Tuvey.
That's right. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about that one.
Yes, so that's my that's why I'm not a huge Manly supporter. But I mean, their hatred has lost its intensity over the years. You know, like obviously there's a lot of players there that play for New South Wales that, you know, I respect. There's also one that plays for Queensland that I absolutely don't respect. So but yeah, other than that, I do like Penrith. But I liked Penrith when they were underdogs, and I liked Penrith when Ryan Girdler played for them. So you can't tell me that I'm a bandwagoner there. William Hunt, thank you for hitting the like and the sub. Love it. And yeah, I don't know. What else? Has anybody got anybody in either? We've got the TikTok chat, we've got the YouTube chat. Anybody got any questions, any burning questions? I don't want to know what's burning on you, UFC only, but, you know. You gotta move that green screen every time that door gets hit. Every time.
I apologise. I am so ruined. Hey, I've been up since 1 a.m. I covered the Wallabies England game.
You should have had a nap. This is your own fault.
Well, in fairness, I was working. That's hilarious, Flurry. I don't know what that is in reference to, but if it's in reference to the story that I had before I left and was going to tell when I come back, then that is hilarious.
What?
Well,
what needs an investigation?
Well, it's funny because right before I left, you said how your dad hates Jeff Tuvey, and now you have said that on stream before. It was part of another conversation, and I can't remember exactly what conversation it was, but you did bring that up, and I said, "What? Your dad hates Jeff Tuvey
because he's a Balmain boy.
There needs to be an investigation."
Oh.
Because that obviously is Jeff Tuvey's classic post-match conference line. And at the time, on that stream, I remember it specifically. You were so involved in your story that you just completely missed the punchline, and I just let it slide. It doesn't matter. But if that's anything to do with that, that's hilarious. Because
Flurry, really? You're happy about that?
Tonga were 100% robbed of their second try.
They were absolutely robbed of that. No. Don't you stand there and say 100% robbed. You turned around and backed up the bunker.
Oh, yeah, I did too. Yeah, that's right. No, because... Yeah, that's right. At the time, when it first happened, I went, this is ridiculous. I do remember now. Yeah, they showed the replay, and he did actually take a step out of line into the Australian defender.
Because he saw the Australian defender and went, oh, crap, and then tried to miss him. Stepped out of the way and got ran into him instead.
Forgot about that. DJ Shaq says, Dan, who you got, Wales or Fiji? Well, I think Wales will win. Fiji were very disappointing against Scotland. Wales will win quite comfortably, I think. And if I'm understanding correctly, DJ Shaq, Fiji at the moment are not... They either don't have their full potential squad available to them or something. I saw something about they're not... Fiji do not have their strongest possible team available to be picked, which is a little disappointing. So, yeah, I think Wales will win quite comfortably. Bloody Maori Mumbo says, what's my grand final prediction? Wow, we're getting in early.
We're still in 2024, mate. I know Christmas lights are up at places already, and Christmas is just actually the entire Santa display is up at the shopping centre. We can go and sit on Santa's lap.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, 100%. It would be.
It wasn't even that was up, and it hadn't even been Halloween yet. Like,
oh yeah, I believe that.
Oh,
well, I mean,
bloody awful.
Easter eggs are in store January.
Yeah,
so it just
cross buns. Yeah,
in earlier and earlier.
Just leave everything up all year round. Why not? Why not?
That was close.
Flurry, I know. The only things I'm seeing are bad things. Like,
can we not talk politics? Can we please not do that? If
just
that's where
Google what's happening with Nick Fuentes.
Yeah, can we please not? Because that is. I made the mistake once of bringing up 9/11 on a stream, and the entire thing got pulled from YouTube. So please, let's not.
Don't mention it now.
Yeah. Let's please not go there. And that, honestly, that is the only reason. I'm more than happy for everybody to voice their opinion, but YouTube is not. I've had streams pulled down for things that I've said before. So,
look,
grand final prediction. Do we dare say one? Well, I reckon the Panthers will be up there again. I actually think Melbourne. I know that you will hate me for saying this, Michelle, but I think Melbourne win next year.
Ugh.
Melbourne Storm to win the premiership next year.
I'm confused by Stay Hunky's question. What do you mean, when is Boxing Day? It's on the 26th. Are you talking about like a... What?
Are you going to acknowledge that? Melbourne Storm to win the...
No, I'm not going to acknowledge that. I'm not giving that any time or thought or anything. But what do you mean, when's Oz Boxing Day? It's the 26th of December, the day after Christmas, like it always has been.
What, you mean they don't change it? Well, he's from New Zealand. He doesn't know.
They have the same one, don't they? I know it's not a worldwide thing. Like, I don't believe they have Boxing Day in America. But you have another one in June? Huh. Yeah. Because, yeah, it's not a worldwide holiday. Boxing Day is not a worldwide holiday. So.
Not yet. Still half time. I don't know why it says that 10 seconds have gone by in the second half.
Oh, good. The scoreboard's ahead of it now. Oh, goodness gracious me.
Holy teeth.
All right, we're going to count the number of bouncing babies we see in this. I'm scared for some of these babies' safeties.
Stagsy SZN says, I'm from Oz.
I'm wearing a Mighty Ducks hat.
Do they box on Boxing Day? How did it get the name? Does anyone know how it got the name Boxing Day? Did there used to be a big boxing match on?
No, no, it's not sports related at all.
Oh.
I believe
to do with actual physical boxes.
It used actual boxing things up. Potentially descend to war.
Second half is about to get underway here while we look this up.
I like how the first thing I put in when it comes up with Boxing Day is Boxing Day test. It could just be my Google, but
yeah. Mitch Barnett with the first hit up, and that is some serious defense.
You box up all the stuff that you give to people in need.
Oh, Mookie drinking Asahi beers, very nice. It will be absolutely impossible to tell right now, Mookie, but
Here you go. South Australia doesn't have Boxing Day.
Oh, right.
How bizarre.
Asahi drinking glass. I'm not drinking beer, obviously, but yeah, Asahi drinking glass. It's a nice drop, Asahi. I would probably, as Australia get the kick away, I'd probably rate Sapporo higher in my pecking order, to be honest. But yeah, Asahi is a fantastic drop as well. As Tonga come away with this through Daniel Tupou. And a minute into this second half, Tonga are back in possession.
No, I'm not sure who that's commenting down there. Maori Mumba. America doesn't have Boxing Day, only in Massachusetts. But it's not widely celebrated as a holiday. So there may be a holiday on December 26th, but it's not known as Australians know it as Boxing Day, or however you know it from whatever country you're in. Only assuming you're in New Zealand because of the name.
Tonga up over halfway, 40 metres out from Australia's line now on the fifth and last. Katoa puts the kick high. Need to be the first team to score in the second half, and Eli Katoa steals it out of the air. The kick from Lolohea is straight to the hammer. And Australia defuse that. If it goes over the hammer's head, if it goes over the hammer's head, it's try time for Tonga.
And to be fair,
dislocated shoulder here for number 23. Green doesn't go down that far.
Like, who the hell's number 23? He's not even on there.
No, he is not even on the list at all.
Oh, a little spin there.
Tom Dearden's through again. He's got the hammer outside, but he cuts back inside. Pops it up to Tommy Turbo. And Tommy Turbo, the same game multi-killer, scores his second try under the post.
Oh, goodness me.
He had the hammer unmarked outside him. He went the hard route. He cut back infield. But again, Tom Dearden breaking through the line.
Maori Mumba. See, I didn't want to assume because, Maori. But there you go. You're in WA.
Beautiful work there from Dearden. The easy try.
Move.
The easy try was outside. He went inside. He made it difficult. But this is about what? This is Dearden's third or fourth line break. It was set up by... I'm going to get punched in a minute for saying so, but...
I was going to reply to Flurry.
No. I'm going to get punched. But that was initially set up. As good a job as Tom Dearden obviously did there, that try was set up by Harry Grant. And I'm about to get slugged in a minute for saying so, but that was Harry Grant and initially... Oh, that's Paul Alamotti. Why is he wearing jersey number 23?
Maybe
His
he got
jersey
blood on
number
it or
4.
something. Maybe he got blood on it.
Oh, God, that looks nasty. The shoulder has just popped straight out.
Yeah, no, that's not good. Zach Lomax from right in front converts as expected. And Australia, unfortunately for Tonga, go up 18-4.
Paul Alamotti.
Oh, that was...
He tried to make the tackle with a loose arm, and oh, God.
Oh,
It just popped straight out.
You can feel it just looking at it. It's awful.
Thank you very much for the kind words as well there, Maori Mumba, by the way.
What'd he say?
He said, they need you commentating the NRL, bro. You have the voice for it.
He does, doesn't he? He does, but unfortunately he drinks too much and doesn't know all the players' names properly. Hence allowed nicknames. Looks like it's back in. It does look like it's back in.
It does, but Jesus. Oh, that would have hurt so bad.
A little jabby jab into it to make your shoulder work again.
Maybe that's what caused the problem in the first place. He got the jab. Well, he had to get the COVID jab for to keep playing in the NRL at one point there.
Yes, the COVID jab is what caused his dislocated shoulder.
It's caused weakness in the muscle tissue.
All right, conspiracy Tim.
Surrounding the
just enough over there. Thank you. Good.
Call me Dan G.
Sorry,
Sorry, inside baseball. My apologies.
I'll call you James.
Inside baseball.
I don't know what he's doing over there.
On Jared Hayne returning to play for the Dolphins. Yeah, well, that won't be happening.
Well, throw him off a boat, perhaps.
20 points.
When he was good.
Huh? Who?
Remember when he was good?
Jared Hayne.
Yeah, before he liked to beat up women and stuff.
UFC.
Ugh.
Let's not turn this into an episode of Dr. Phil. Up over halfway goes Harry Grant.
Yeah, I know, Flurry.
Moses puts the kick high.
Lomax steamrolls over Lehigh Opawade after he takes that ball.
Poor little Lehigh Hopawade. Now, chat room, who is Lehigh Hopewate to old fingers, John Hopewate?
Seriously, I need to understand why you men just absolutely adore women abusers. Like, seriously. It just does my head in. But anyway.
30 metres out from their own try line here for Noah Blake. Rumbles it up towards the halfway line. Takes 3 to bring him down, the big man. I am so excited for Noah Blake is coming to the Sharks in season 2025. He's going to be a valuable addition to the Sharks forward pack.
Who do you mean stay hunky? Bear.
Edwards to Coates. Coates is still finding his way through. Gets the offload back for Dearden. Dearden to Edwards. They're playing touch footy at the moment here, the Aussies.
Oh, he's got...
Oh, he's iced up there on the elbow. Alamotti, he's done.
Why are they icing his elbow if he dislocated his shoulder? They gave him a little pill, though.
Well, I thought, seeing the replay, initially, I thought he dislocated his shoulder. It looks like he's broken his elbow. Which is even worse, probably.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've had a dislocated elbow, and that was not fun at all. The Bears.
Dearden. Tommy Turbo, the tap on from the hammer. Claiming it was forward, but Coates creates a perfect angle. Back on the inside for Tom Trebojevic to get a hat trick. The cheeky son of a bitch. He cost me my multi.
Oh.
Ashley Klein's sending this up as no try. Guaranteed. Guaranteed he is sending this up as no try. The tap on is forward, he says.
I don't think they could call that, though.
On-field call, no try.
I don't think
I actually think that's fine. Really? I've seen more forward passes than that not called throughout the course of the NRL season.
I don't think they could rule on a forward pass.
This must be a
try.
This must be a new experimental thing that they've brought in for the Pacific Championships.
Well, maybe they should bring it into the NRL because in that case...
Well, maybe not, because I actually think they got that one wrong.
Final.
But anyway, I actually think that they got that wrong. Quite honestly. That didn't seem forward to me. I am him. Ahoy there. What a username. I am him. Maori Mumba says, I'll always be a Kiwis fan, but they're...
Yeah, that wasn't a great angle.
But they're blimmin' hopeless. To be fair, though, Maori Mumba, let's be completely fair about the Kiwis.
You guys are having a ball.
In this Pacific Championship, Jerome Hughes, player of the season, unavailable through injury. And he's not the only one. Brandon Smith would normally be the starting hooker, not available through injury. And that's just the 2 players that I'm naming off the top of my head. I know that they've got way more injury concerns as well. But, I mean, Jerome Hughes alone... Sorry, Melbourne Storm player. Jerome Hughes alone is such a huge out for that Kiwis team. Sean Johnson is no slouch, of course, but Sean Johnson is also no Jerome Hughes. Let's be honest about that. I mean, Jerome Hughes, Dally M Player of the Year.
Playing fast, they're playing quick. Oh, and they ballsed it up.
Of course they did.
Oh, and they just lost 15 metres because the pass was overcooked. He's been pushed over the sideline. I'm pretty sure he was called held, though. Look, I know you were talking about the next game, and I wasn't interrupting you just because you were talking about old mate.
Yeah, no, I know.
Tonga were getting awfully close to the try line, so I thought...
Yeah, I was going to say, I love how week in, week out, you'll talk about basketball when teams are a metre out from the try line.
I have absolutely no problems with that. Stay hunky.
But as soon as I start talking about Melbourne Storm players, it's like, Melbourne Storm, I'm interrupting.
I was interrupting because something was happening. You interrupt me when something's happening.
Be honest, you were interrupting because I was praising up a Melbourne Storm player.
Nah.
You don't normally do that, which is fine.
I was like, call the game. Tonga doing so. Oh, they balls it up. So Tonga stuffed it up for me, really. Stay hunky. Maori Mumba is in our TikTok chat. So we've got 2 chat rooms.
But he was the player of the year this season.
So if you can't see a name, there's possibly somebody in the other chat room whom we're chatting to.
Hunky. Oh, not talking to me. That's fine. Australia 30 minutes out. Dearden to Angus Crichton. Back to Harry Grant. Fires it infield to Isaiah Yeo. And Australia go back on the attack here. Inside the 20-metre line. Dearden. Out the back to Moses. Cut pass is intercepted. Is that Sione Katoa?
Go!
Sione Katoa.
Go!
He doesn't have the pace.
He's got no support. Oh my god, he just like put 4 of them on their ass.
He has broken a lot of ankles there.
Holy shit.
He didn't have the pace though, Sione Katoa. He ran out of gas. Oh no, and Isaiah Katoa. Isaiah Katoa drops the ball cold with a 64 on 2 overlap, beckoning out to the left.
Is that your brother? He's going to punch you in the face.
I don't think they're related. I think Katoa is just like the Tongans version of Smith.
No offense.
In terms of surname.
Oh, look at him go, though.
He ran out of gas.
He put Tommy Dearden on his ass. He had Dylan Edwards turned inside out. He absolutely... He didn't run, I don't think he ran out of gas. I think he knew he was going to get caught. Tommy Turbo was on his inside there as well. And Xavier Coates.
Oh, Isaiah Katoa drops
worst.
I think they are still singing Stay Hunky, but the theme of the song has probably changed a wee bit after that. Jesus, I don't know what's worse, Michelle with the Melbourne Storm players or Flurry with the Panthers players. And that's saying a lot.
Me, because it's easier to yell on the stream than it is to type in a chat room. Oh, that was terrible.
The pass wasn't that bad, J Kid. He should have taken that. Isaiah Katoa should have taken that.
Oh, look at all
every day of the week.
All the turbos out.
Twice on Sundays, that should have been taken.
Look at all the turbos out watching. Like 7 of them in the line there.
Yeah, right. I didn't see that, but that's obviously what Matt Thompson's wanking on about.
Oh, goodness.
Sorry. I really do hate criticizing TV commentators because, look, they've got the gig. I don't. Fair enough, but geez, Matt Thompson's horrible. That's a shocking kick, by the way. It's going to go dead.
Voice grates on my nerves. In saying that, mine probably grates on some as well.
It does seem to be a thing that they go for though. Like especially who is it? Matt Thompson and Dan Ganane sound exactly the same.
And they're both
it seems to be a thing that they go for.
Awful voices.
Well, I didn't want to be the one to say, but
the only one worse is Slater.
No bias there or anything.
Maybe Smith.
Tonga back up over halfway on tackle 2. A 7 tackle set, that one, because of the atrocious kick.
Yeah, who kicked that? It was awful. It was
shocking. It was probably dead. And Lola down the short side.
Katoa
holds on to this pass. Blake with the offload. The dummy inside, outside to Ellie Katoa, who puts the kick in. Pressure on the Australians here, but they shadow it over the sideline.
Oh, shut up, Coates.
What did he do? Oh, my God. This hatred of the Melbourne Storm is so intense. He didn't even do anything. He literally didn't do anything.
It was just his face. Like, look at him. He's obviously shadowing old mate there.
Didn't he used to be a Broncos player?
Who cares? I don't like them at the moment either.
Right.
Oh,
you're up.
He's wandered off, and now it's up to me. Oh, good lord! Oh, she's been waiting to come in, has she? We've been too loud. Oh, apparently I have to do some sort of commentating. That was an awful play the ball from Dylan Edwards, but somehow he got away with it. Mitchell Barnett is taking the ball. Where is he? 40 metres. 40-metre line. Australia have got the overlap here. Oh, Zach Lomax. He's going down the outside, and he's done a little kick in. How's that ball? Nah, straight out. It's gone dead. It was a very, very heavy kick. Far too heavy. One bounce and it was straight over the dead ball line. So Tonga are back on the attack here. Yeah, he was going to get caught. I mean, kicking it, he could have passed it in. Maybe he didn't want to pass it to Tommy Turbo to get 4. Oh wait, didn't he? Has he got 3?
Yes.
Okay. I'm like, didn't he got 1 disallowed? So he could have had 4, perhaps. Oh, the singing is back. The Tongan singing is back. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, here she is. Hello, cutie. I bring Alara far too many treats. She basically goes straight for my handbag when I arrive now.
Oh, Zach Lomax is completely manhandled that poor bugger.
Tonga have stuffed that up, and the ball's gone backwards, and it's back in Australia's hands. And did Harry Grant stuff that up?
No, that's Cletus.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was all
but
Cletus.
it didn't. Oh, but apparently it's play on, even though it looked ridiculous. Nope, they have called it back. Something's happening. People bending over, sucking in the big ones. That sounded awful.
It did.
Sorry. Are they challenging this, or are they just going back to have a look at it? Because I think Harry Grant has stuffed it up, followed by a Cletus stuff up. So, he's...
Oh, yeah. Harry Grant should have taken that.
Exactly.
And
it was
Cletus,
a sitter.
And then Cletus should have taken that. Well, he did, in fairness.
Oh, and then Dylan Edwards is like, what the fuck are you giving me the ball for? I don't want it.
What the what?
What the fluff? That's fine.
Oh, there's more babies being thrown around. Did you see that? That was a bloke this time.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, honestly, if Ashley Klein is the best referee in the game, then
we're stuffed.
The game is in big trouble. Scrum down here. Tonga will have the feed. 55 minutes gone. Sione Katoa.
Yes, stay hunky. Enough of that. The singing is fabulous.
Who said otherwise?
Stay hunky.
Oh.
You gotta let the teams. You gotta let the fans support how they want to support. Unless they.
That was forward pass.
That was 100 meters forward, but it hasn't been called.
Yeah,
so
still not as forward as that pass from Reece Walsh against the Warriors in the finals.
Oh god. Yes, you gotta let people support how they want to support. Unless they're bashing somebody up, then that's obviously not how you want someone to support their team.
Ellie Katoa, 5 meters out. Sonny Luke slots into dummy half here, 5th and last. Isaiah Katoa keeps it through the hands. And now Hopawade has the pass tapped down from Lomax. And this will be another full set of 6 here for Tonga.
All my multis are awful.
Well, I had my chance. I don't think Hudson Young is on for a try here. I don't think he's on for a try here in the second half. Had the chance, but bloody Tommy Turbo went and screwed it up, didn't he? Tommy Trebojevic had to go and balls it up. They are literally throwing babies in the air here in the stands.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that's seeing this. Hey,
I have never seen. I admit I've not been to a live footy match in a long time.
Stay hunky.
It's been quite a few years, but the last time that I was at a live footy match, I don't recall seeing babies getting thrown around in the air. All I'm saying.
Is that how they practice passing? No, that's terrible. I shouldn't say that. There's an overlap here. I'm going to yell at Stay Hunky now for you need to, yes. Stay hunky. Stop.
Lola in front of the post gets the pass along.
Oh, come on.
Matungi out for Sione Katoa. He is well marked.
Got like 8 of them on him. If you get a pass off there would be an overlap somewhere.
He does well to stay in field and surrender himself there. 10 meters out from the try line. Now numbers to the left here. The kick through. Olakau'atu gets the bounce. And an immense figure as he stands up. and poses.
Stares down the camera.
No emotion whatsoever.
It was a little bit.
A little grubber kick through.
It was a little bit daunting. I'm not gonna lie.
None of you can see my feet. I don't know why I'm doing the motion.
I'm not looking at your feet. You don't have pants on.
The grubber kick through, and it sits up perfectly for holy. Nearly put the son of a bitch in my multi too.
Stephen Pope, you're correct. He was absolute, and Dylan Edwards was just.
I completely understand.
Fortunately, not there.
I completely understand that it is. It's so easy with the benefit of hindsight to, coulda, shoulda, woulda, and it's so easy to say these things after the fact. But I literally tossed up the idea of holy moly in the multi. I really did.
Look, to be fair, Flurry, he wasn't.
There's no way that was Edwards' fault.
Yeah, he's not the one that shouldn't have been there. Like, Lomax should have been back. Dylan Edwards came from the other side of the goalpost to get there. He beat Zach Lomax, who was closer.
You guys have no idea what's going on.
Alara is just absolutely doing the dig on her bed, and it's just,
have you noticed that there's like bits of that everywhere?
Her bed is destroyed. Yeah. He and old mate Holy Moly Olakawatu is at least a foot bigger than Dylan Edwards, so I'm not putting that down to Dylan Edwards' era at all.
I'll be cheering for you. Tirana Kura need Lomax for $4,000.
Fix the conversion.
Tirana Kona needs Lomax in the multi for $4,000.
What are we now? It's 20-10, I believe.
Did you hear me?
What?
No, she didn't. I said Tirana Kora. I hope I'm saying that right. I've said it about 3 different ways every time I've said it. Needs Zach Lomax for a $4,000 payout in the multi.
Well, we've got all fingers and toes and everything crossed for you there, mate. Zach Lomax, I mean, it would be nice. It's 20-10. Australia over Tonga in this final.
Oh, slightly forward from the restart.
There's a couple of forward passes, I tell you what.
I mean, it would be harsh to call that, in all honesty, but... Jeez. It would be really rough to have that called, but if you really want to be pedantic, and I feel like Ashley Klein is the type to be pedantic, then...
Stephen Pope Australia could lose this. They
certainly could. I mean, Tonga still need to be the next to score, I would dare say. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely going in holy mollies.
Forward and getting there from they are
in his
flirting.
highlight reel.
They are flirting with danger here with these passes, the Tongans. Taumalolo. He is a different beast in red. 5th and last, Isaiah Katoa with the kick. Australia, folded in half there was Xavier Coates. Siu Wong with the hit. And Tonga have just elevated themselves a little bit defensively here. They've gone up a gear.
They're, the tail's up, morale's up. Scoring that try will do that for you.
Santa!
Can he even see the game?
It's the Tongan Santa.
He's got the glasses on with the flag on it, and I'm like, can you even see the game through those things? Oh,
up to
goodness
halfway,
gracious.
Here's Carrigan.
Oh.
Jeez, I feel like this is only the second time I've said Pat Carrigan's name all day.
I know. I don't feel like he's really been highly involved.
No, he certainly hasn't. Didn't find space with the kick.
Don't do that.
Risky pass from Sione Katoa, but they get away with it. And Hopawate brings it back to the 10. Tupou down the short side.
I think this is what they need to. They need to stop taking these risks. They need to get a bit more clinical in how they play. And they should have that. Most of them play in the NRL, so they really, they really need to have that clinical about them, not, razzle dazzle like they're the underdogs ragtag team in a Disney movie.
Underwear sponsors. Who's that? That is, that's Tola Cola.
I don't know. He's a big boy. Look at the size of him.
Tola Cola, that is.
Oh, look at the size of him.
Torana Kora says thoughts on Lomax crossing over. Oh, your name is Joe? No worries. Crossing over, what, you mean departing for the Eels? Edwards?
Joe J.
Edwards with the kick return. And he is driven backwards. That'll make Flurry very happy.
He's a tiny little man compared to some of these Tongans.
Yeah. Some of these Tongan... Oh, not score. Oh, crossing over the try line. My apologies. I thought we were talking. I'm a very... Michelle will tell you as well.
He's exhausted.
Well, no, that's not what I was going to say, but yes, I am. I'm very... if you say something like that in the chat room, I'm very... like contract and player transfer minded person.
Right now.
If you say crossing over, I will immediately think, oh, his contract decision to leave his club.
Oh.
That's my bad. That's my bad.
You can't run.
No, he's going to the Eels.
No, I know. But I was like, that's what you think he may be crossing over to a different code.
On scoring today, yeah. I think he will
Lord.
still score today. There's plenty of time left.
Lehigh Hopewade had to reach. He overran that ball, but he got back. He's go-go gadget arms himself. Oh, a little bit of a push and a shove there with Hudson Young from Lehigh Hopewade.
Did we get an answer on what relation Lehigh is to Old Fingers, John?
Nephew, I believe.
Nephew, yeah. Something like that.
I will confirm that.
Slow play the ball here, Australia. Success. Nephew, yeah, Flurry's confirmed it. Thank you, Flurry.
Jeez, Flurry. No, thank you.
Flurry's a quicker Googler than you.
Well, you know.
Either that or she actually
Actually.
Oh, whoop.
She's wrong, and I'm wrong.
Is somebody getting fact-checked?
Fact-checked. Lehigh Hopewade is John Hopewade's son.
No.
What it says on Wiki.
Oh.
Children, William Hopewade, Lehigh Hopewade, and Pani Hopewade.
There you go.
John Hopewade is a former professional rugby league player and boxer who was involved in sport controversies, subsequently convicted for violent crimes.
What controversies? What controversies? From down here for Tonga to have the feed. Down the short side, Hopewade. Son or nephew? Doesn't matter.
Son.
He's up over halfway.
Son. Criminal charges for.
Oh, didn't it? Yeah, wasn't it like assault or something? Is assault
Yeah.
a criminal charge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Common assault.
Yeah, well, there was a charity game, I'm pretty sure. I don't want to point the finger at him if this is not true, but I do remember there was a charity match. He absolutely, KO'd some poor bugger in a charity footy match. I don't know if that's what the charge was for.
No, it wasn't.
No?
The charges are for something else.
Okay. What, fingers?
No, he was an RSA Marshal.
Numbers here for Tonga. We will come back to Hopewade's ill doings in a moment. But Tonga on the fifth and last now. The kick from Lolohea is perfectly positioned, and it's lost forward by Australia, and that'll be offsides, and a penalty for Tonga.
I think there was a little bit of shepherding there happening
There is a lot
from
of
Tommy
bouncing.
Did in there.
There's a lot of bouncing in the stands. They don't stop moving.
They really don't.
If only the
I'm
players...
exhausted watching.
If the players had the energy of the supporters, it'd be no contest.
Tom Did, and you can't do that. You can't run someone off the ball.
So what are we allowed to talk about? What he got done for?
Oh, I guess so.
Is it a potential banning on YouTube scenario if we even say?
I'm going to read it straight off Wiki. Therefore, we shouldn't be banned because we're just reading off the interwebs.
Not the way it works, unfortunately. But
in December
go ahead.
2010, he was charged with assault occasioning actual bodily harm and a fray following an incident at a hotel he worked in King's Cross.
A hotel he worked in?
In King's Cross.
Wow, okay.
He was employed as an RSA Marshal, not security, so that's why he got done. He intimidated a parking officer. And he was arrested and charged with common assault after an incident.
Oh, Hopewade, speak of the devil or the devil's son or nephew,
involving
has been folded in half by the hammer.
Involving a Crow's Nest employee, Crow's Nest supermarket employee. So,
holy moly, Ola Kawate.
Oh, and then spilled by Tommy.
Spill it. It is a double knock on. Dr. Pooh, ahoy, mate.
Good evening, Dr. Pooh. Good afternoon, Dr. Pooh. Ahoy, Dr. Pooh. Got there eventually.
Actually, how I save myself from that entirely is
Ahoy.
no,
Because it
yeah,
covers all
Ahoy.
time zones.
But what I've started saying, if I don't say ahoy, I've started saying good moment.
A good moment.
Good moment.
Good moment. Oh.
Good moment. If I don't say ahoy, I say good moment, and that covers everything.
I feel like you need to have a monocle and a top hat when you say that.
20 points to 10. Creeping into the last 10 minutes of this match. Lomax dances around down the short side.
It's been a very hard-fought game, though. Tonga extremely unlucky to have that no try.
Hammer goes straight through, but it's coming back. Forward pass has been called by Ashley Klein.
What was that, Dearden?
A forward pass has been called. Let's have a look at this on the replay. Grant down the short side. Scoops it up with one arm and throws it a mile forward. Dearden's pass was fine, but the forward pass was against Michelle's best mate, Harry Grant.
I actually don't think that was forward.
Oh, that was Harry Grant's pass? Yeah, that was a mile forward.
I didn't look forward at all. I've seen things that look less. Who've looked way forward and not being called.
Well, yeah, I mean, we can't compare it to that Reece Walsh pass.
God, you have dreams about Reece Walsh, don't you? Huh.
Me?
Well, the way you go on about him. Oh, goodness me.
Olakuatu charging forward. How's the energy?
Why am I off in my own little bubble over there?
Oh, that's to put you onto the TikTok feed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just hadn't noticed it till now.
I don't know why it's on the front of the screen, but yeah, that's the reason it's there. Olakuatu, 10 metres out. He's held up and brought down by 3 Australian defenders.
It's terrible. I can see myself on several different screens and from several angles.
Forward pass there, surely. If the Harry Grant one was forward, that surely was. Fifth and last, though, for Tonga.
A good question,
Sonny
Flurry.
Luke with the grubber. 6 more tackles.
6 more.
He's called it. Played at. High contact on Isaiah Katoa.
And they're not going to call that. They're just going to let it go.
Game of Ahoy, 210 Ahoy.
Ahoy, Game of Ahoy. Flurry, good question. Where has Mitchell Moses been? Get up off your haunches. You've got the ball.
I've called his name a couple of times.
Yeah, he hasn't really done much, though, has he?
He's been very quiet. Tom Dearden's been controlling the flow of this game. Sonny Luke now to the left. What's happened here? Time off for a blood bin. Yeah, Lindsay. Was it Lindsay Collins? Yeah, gushing out blood.
Where?
Off his nose. No, you can't just wipe it off on your sleeve, mate. You've got to go off. No, Lindsay Collins, he's steadfast here. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving.
Get off the field, Dopey.
I'm taking a knee. He's taking a knee. He's letting the trainer come to him. Oh, head clash. Angus Crichton, who has suddenly aged about 40 years since the last time we saw him.
What's going on with his hair? Looks like he's seen a ghost. His hair's gone white.
Has he been dying it all this time, and he just hasn't been able to get hold of any, and we're seeing his natural hair for the first time, or?
That's my excuse.
What's going on, Flurry? What are you giving up? Oh, you hate Edwards. You hate Edwards. He's B. Oops. GB.
Alright,
Okay, I give up. I wonder what she was trying to say.
This is tactical.
What do you reckon she was trying to say? He's B. Oops. GB. And then she just gave up.
He's this is a tactical break from Lindsay Collins, I think, to give everyone a bit of a breather.
Well, I don't think so. He was gushing out blood.
Yeah, I know, but he could have walked off the field and they could have had an interchange, but he
did take it. He was very steadfast, wasn't he?
He was staying on the field.
Like, no.
I think he's giving everybody a bit of a breather.
And Ashley Klein is not going to argue with him, is he? Sonny Luke now out to the right for Katoa.
Oh,
the pop
stop
pass
with the stupid passes!
Yep. And Australia, Xavier Coates dives on the loose ball. And I've got to be honest, they've cocked this one up.
This is not a Disney movie. You don't win by playing that shit. It's not choreographed. You've actually got to play properly.
Although sometimes we have thought about the potential that it is. Oh, Pat Carrigan spills the ball in contact. It's a huge hit from Tonga. Felice Kafusi, Fanua Blake have put the hurt on Paddy Carrigan.
He's jealous of his hair.
That you could not get two more different hairstyles, could you? Kafusi versus Carrigan.
And Harry Grant couldn't pick the ball up.
The most opposite of hairstyles. Jaco Robertson, ahoy, mate.
To be fair, though,
Oh, Jaco.
that shadow there at the top of his head can't grow hair in that areas because...
I'm excited for tomorrow morning. Jaco Robertson, Scotland versus the Springboks. Right here on the Waste of World of Sports. So excited. Maori Mumba says that this ain't a Zumba class, boys.
Right? Stephen Pope, Australia have been this shocking when New Zealand pumped them 30-0.
6 again here for Tonga. 10 minutes to go. I dare say the Tongans finishing the stronger of the two teams at the moment. They need a try here, though. A try will make this very, very interesting indeed. They're very close. Sonny Luke fires it across to the left. Fanua Blake.
Stop standing around, boys.
Fanua Blake, try lines that way, mate. That's better.
That's
Burrows
it.
under one. He's brought down by Edwards, Flurry's favourite player in the world. Luke goes to the short side. Crash ball
Nah,
for
he's
Eli
lost it.
Katoa, who spills it. And Mitchell Moses runs away with it.
Not calling it back or anything. Nah.
Disappointing.
Zach Lomax has the ball for Australia. Hands again. He must have someone sponsoring him on his ass because seriously, we've seen it a few times this afternoon. So, yep, Australia celebrating that. Knocked the ball clean out of Tonga's hands there over the try line. Oh! What a tackle. Go back to that tackle. I don't want to see Isaiah's, whatever it is, Yo's face. Oh, damn it. It was such a good tackle. Picked up and driven into the turf, and they cut to another player. Good Lord. Oh, Dylan Edwards. Oh, what's his name? With the headgear? Matt Burton.
Not playing.
What's his name? That's just come on. Not Matt Burton. What's his name? 14.
Huh? Oh, is Matt Burton out there?
Yeah, so did you just say he's not playing? I'm like, well, he just ran onto the field. So, yes, he is playing. They shot to him, doing up his headgear, and on he runs, and he gets a massive tackle straight up.
I wasn't here, all right? I've only just come back in. Oh, what you're on about?
I don't know what I was on about. I just wouldn't. I'm like, I'm sure I've got this guy's name right, and you're like, he's not playing, and I'm like, oh crap, second guessing myself again, and it turns out I was right.
Yeah, well, I wasn't here, so.
Well, just
So
you know,
should listen to me, is what I'm saying.
I never listen to you
I wasn't here. How would I know? I was
because you know the team list, and I can't see the two bottom reserves. I mean, he's not a reserve; he's interchange. So I should have known anyway.
I was having a whiz. I wasn't here. The Red Knight 47. Ahoy there.
Hopefully, the Red Knight. I'm not going to put him in a multi because that will mean he won't score.
Not.
Oh, someone else. Lindsay Smith.
There might just be a lot of try scorers for the Kiwis tonight, though.
Ruben Cotter, Lindsay Smith, both coming back onto the field with just under 7 minutes to go. Getting some fresh legs out there because every single player on that field looks gassed. And Tonga are attacking. Is that the first?
That is the first tackle. Taumalolo will play it 5 meters out. Fanua Blake, have I mentioned yet tonight that I'm so excited for him to come to the Sharks? Sonny Luke, dummies left. They go right for Kafusi. Eli Katoa gets free.
Oh, they got
gets the offload away.
Let's go! Let's go!
And
Damn it!
Thiu Wong is brought to ground half a meter out. Tonga, they must score here.
Come
and
on,
Burrowing over there. He's lost it. He's dropped it. He's lost it.
He's got it down.
Well, is Eli Katoa telling Tommy Turbo-sized porkies?
It's exactly
or has
the
he
same.
scored it?
Ew, he's got no try. Ashley Klein's going up, no try. It is the same spot.
The
Tommy
crash
Turbo
ball.
had his porky pies. So let's see
Crash ball for Eli Katoa. There's a lot of Australian defenders over the top of it. He's held up here. He's held up. He scored it.
He scored it.
That is a try. I'm giving that.
He's not telling porcupines.
I am giving that one. It's an on-field call of no try. I am giving that conclusive evidence to overturn.
Oh, shut up, Slater.
But
there's a little bubble.
I am not in charge of the bunker. I think that's a try.
Tiny bubble.
That's a try. It's been given.
Ah!
It's going to be given. Eli Katoa has scored.
Commentators
are... Don't let her know that, or she'll be furious.
Who?
You.
Who's a Melbourne Storm?
Eli Katoa, the try scorer.
That's all right. He's fine.
He's fine.
He's fine. He's not on my shit list yet.
74 minutes gone. Tonga, the try that they needed to score. It was imperative that they were the next to score. The crash ball, Eli Katoa gets it down in the face of 1, 2, 3 Australian defenders.
Tuiono, who got the Australian tries? Tommy Turbo. He literally has
pretty much.
He literally has them all.
And the hammer.
Oh, and the hammer, yeah. There was, yeah.
Hammer scored 1, Tommy Turbo scored 70.
There's been bugger all conversions this game, so that's why it's such a low score.
Katoa
oh, but he's got this one!
Hits the upright and bounces away.
Ooh.
It hits the upright and bounces away.
Eli Katoa.
This is not a night for conversions.
Stay hunky. You should probably remove that.
Oh, not a night for the goal kickers, apparently.
Not a night at all.
Out there? Like we've seen a lot of NRL games here at Combank Stadium. It's not like the stadium itself is bad for goal kicking.
It's just all those, I don't know if it's windy or anything like that. They weren't talking about it, but it is absolutely just all those winger tries.
Look at this hit up from Fanua Blake. Have I mentioned
that
I'm excited for him to come to the Sharks next year? I think I might have once or twice.
Some of them in the chat aren't your friends, Stay Hunky. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah. You've got to be careful these days, Stay Hunky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stephen Pope, honestly, they got humbled last year. But, you know, look for the moral victory. You know.
Opawate takes it into contact here. He sits on Pat Carrigan's face. Fifth and last. Katoa gets the kick away, taken on the fall just by Xavier Coates. He made it difficult on himself, but he does make the catch. Edwards pops it up to Lomax. Lomax gets the arm free, but nobody to offload it to.
Absolutely. Okay, guys, you can't give away. You're overzealous now. You can't give away a penalty.
Tonga are within striking distance.
You've got to be on, but not. Don't give away a stupid penalty.
Ooh, like that. A potential lift there. It was so close.
Don't give away. Don't do anything dumb.
Lindsay Smith, what a moment for him, by the way. Penrith Panthers premiership winner.
All 3 minutes on the field. Oh! Hello, absolutely.
And there's no penalty. He's got away with it.
Absolutely. He
has wiped out Mitchell Moses after the kick.
To be fair, Mitchell Moses, he
There's no milking going on there.
Mitchell Moses, he milked that a little bit, I think.
No way. There is no milking. I mean, that is a WWE clothesline in midair right there.
Clotheslining, though. He got him around the chest.
That is a clothesline in WWE.
Oh, God, okay.
That's the actual move. That's what it's called.
Well, it's... To me, a clothesline is neck, head high. Like, that's when I think of someone getting clotheslined, it's neck and above.
There was no milk involved in that at all.
But,
They were very lucky to get away with that.
Look.
That was about as blatant as it gets.
I think that was fine. And obviously the refs
And
did
now they've
too.
knocked it on here, Tonga.
Have they?
No. But Noah Blake is
Did he knock it on?
furious with himself.
He was yelling at someone behind him. Or someone was
he
yelling at him.
himself.
No, in the play the ball. He's yelling at someone.
Noah Blake has played it incorrectly. That's what it's for.
That's been all game, mate. Not just then. Thank you very much. Just seen a couple of earlier play the balls. Dylan Edwards. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he played the ball with his knees. Like that's been going on all game. That's a stupid penalty.
30 metres out from the try line now. Australia can put this game to bed. Well, they just have to see this set out, basically, and it'll be put to bed. A minute and a half remaining.
Yeah, William Hunt, I don't think he did bad. I think he hit him fairly. I think Moses maybe milked it a little bit with his scissor kicking as he went down. But
well, considering you're not supposed to hit the kicker at all, there's no fairly about it.
Yeah,
but anyway,
I mean, he didn't smash him. He was,
well, you're not
put his
supposed
arms
to,
around
you're not
him.
supposed to hit him at all. Is the point?
You can go.
No,
for the
you can't. You're not allowed to. That's the rule. You're not allowed to make contact with the kicker at all.
Then why isn't every single one of them penalised?
Well, they normally are. Xavier Coates dives for the corner. Is that the match winner? Xavier Coates, is he in your multi? Is he in one of your multis?
I don't know, but hasn't he already scored or no? I don't know. Did he get it over?
Xavier Coates with the match winner.
Did he get it down before he went over? He was very spread there.
He doesn't look too confident.
He doesn't look confident.
Through the hands, Australia go ahead.
And
Get
that,
into Moses to
that
the hammer.
is the forward pass.
This is a miracle if Xavier Coates has scored it.
That is a forward pass.
Dives, he's up in the air, he plants it, he's lost it, he's
lost
dropped it, he has dropped it, it's a knock on.
And it wasn't it, Stephen Pope? That was a forward pass.
Xavier Coates, it just comes away from the arm, from the hand.
They're all still claiming it's a try in the commentary box, but that is a clear knock on. Thank you! Shut up, Slater. It's clearly not a try.
Xavier Coates, I think he gave himself up there. They were always going to look at it anyway, but Coates did not look confident walking away from that.
No matter how slow-mo you go, there's air between the ball and his fingers.
They are looking for skin flakes right now.
And honestly, the slower you go on that, the more air you see between his fingers and the ball.
They were looking for skin flakes there.
Oh, God.
All right, here we go. 6 points the difference. Tonga will have this one set of 6. They have to go pretty much the length of the field. They're on their own 30. They have to march the full length of the field, essentially. Eli Katoa goes close to the sideline, and he's had it ripped away by the hammer illegally. This will be a penalty, surely. It's called a knock on. Oh, is there a captain's challenge? Can they captain's challenge this? Australia have won. If there's a captain's challenge, they have to use it, and they are. Eli Katoa lets go of the ball is the call here. And I've got to say, Eli Katoa looks like he's conceded this.
Yes, you can see 100. You can see that clearly from that angle with 7 bodies in the way. Come on, Bunker, you can do better than that.
Hammer's got his hand on the ball here. His arm is on the ball. No stripping act. Oh, I wouldn't have said that he's let go of the ball. But, yeah, it looks like Australia are going to get this one. With 20 seconds to go.
Look, Tongans, I feel for you because you've been robbed tonight, I think. Like, utterly robbed.
Wow.
Utterly robbed. Robbed a try, and now robbed that one. Good lord.
Scrum down. Australia come away with it. Lomax. 15 seconds to go. They're 40 metres out from Tonga's line. They're just going to wind down the clock here. Slowest play the ball ever. And now Edwards surrenders. Time has been blown up. And I've got to say that was a little bit of a disappointing end to the game.
Oh, Tonga absolutely robbed. The disallowed try. That call. Straight to 9 News. We don't even we don't even get a post-match celebration.
Jeez.
Straight to the news.
I guess it's switched over to Gem.
Nah. Oh, maybe.
Probably switched over to Gem.
Ugh.
I love how they let us know about that as well. Like, it flashed up on the screen and said, to continue this coverage, switch over to 9 Gem.
I think that thing's supposed to go above your ear.
Yeah, I think it is, actually. That's ridiculous. That is...
Anyone who's watching on Channel 9 right now, and Freddie Fittler's got his little microphone thingamabob on, I think it's supposed to go above the ear, but he's got it threaded under the ear, and it looks utterly ridiculous.
It is definitely supposed to go over the ear, and I've got to say that Freddie's coaching pretty much thumbs up. I completely understand that he would be goofy enough to have a microphone set up like that. SOS 685 on TikTok says, "Will never let no small island take the whole comp. Samoans a happy cause. We never make it as Tonga." Oh, of course, Samoa were playing Test match series against England this year, as Tonga were the year before. But I digress. Some interesting calls there tonight. Yes.
Honestly, I think Tonga were robbed in that game. I really do. I don't think Australia should take too much pride away from that.
Who is this? Wait. Know who this girl is yet?
Not Adam Fanor Blake.
Yes. No, the big guy there in the red jersey. That's Adam Fanor Blake. Have I mentioned at all tonight that he's Sharks bound next season?
You have.
Yeah, I'm very excited for it.
In the YouTube chat, Dr. Pooh, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, like, honestly, the points that you score doesn't matter. It's about how you... I mean, obviously it does at the end of the game with the scoreboard.
I'm glad you clarified that.
But,
I'm so
the
glad
Wallabies may have scored more points than Australia, but that doesn't matter. Like, I mean...
I am so glad that you clarified that, because it doesn't matter how many points you score. It's all about going out there and having fun.
It obviously does matter on the scoreboard at the end of the game, but I don't think the intensity and level of the game can be defined by the amount of points scored. Ah,
yeah.
There we go. I got there in the end. Thank you all for...
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Oh,
Lord.
Well, I've talked about this.
Oh, good Lord. Look at these Melbourne teammates.
That jersey doesn't fit. That jersey does not fit.
He's helping put him on. Did you do that in the Melbourne Storm change room as well?
It's taken about 17 players
Don't
to help.
swap shorts.
It's taken about 17 players to get that jersey on Eli Katoa.
No, it doesn't, Dr. Pooh. I mean, the amount of points scored in a game, it doesn't belie how good the game was.
What's the argument here, by the way?
How intense the game was.
Ah.
He said the Wallabies score more points against a better team today. So?
England were not better than the Wallabies today, by the way. Overall. No. I covered that game, and England were not the better team for the full 80 minutes. No way.
There was a brief...
But what's the argument here? What's the point we're trying to make?
Well,
the amount of points scored
makes it a better game.
No, I disagree.
That's what I think Dr. Pooh was saying.
Yeah, I would be,
because the Wallabies scored more points.
I would be more than happy.
Oh, there's Cam Murray.
I would be more than happy. I mean, I've seen some exciting 2-0 rugby league games.
I have seen some extremely grinding and exhausting 2-0 rugby league games.
And they're excited.
State of Origin games that have been they haven't even gotten to double digits. But, and they're grinding and they're exhausting.
Who's this? Zach Bailey, wasted World of Sports reporter. Oh, no, sorry, wide World of Sports reporter. That's a different...
I didn't even click till you corrected yourself.
It's a different WWOS.
Oh, goodness me. William Hunt, I think Tonga actually played pretty well in the first half with their defence, except for that, obviously, that little flurry of tries there.
Flurry.
That they had. But, but there was just that little tiny bit.
My apologies.
They had some disallowed. And they obviously played better defense because they held up Tommy Turbo. So, I mean, he may have got over the line, yes, but they fought to keep him from actually scoring.
They just said Ashley Klein. That's why I was booing.
Oh, Flurry, he's on his knees, that's why.
Tom Dearden, player of the match. I think that's fair enough too.
You reckon?
Yeah. Oh, well, he single-handedly created multiple Australian tries.
I'm joking. I just know that Flurry is going to be loving it. Flurry Daly.
Yes, it is. The next New South Wales Blues coach, unfortunately. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
This is why I'm angry at the Broncos.
Yeah.
This is why I'm angry at the Broncos. Because when push comes to shove, if I have to pick between New South Wales and the Broncos, I'm picking New South Wales every day of the week. Isaiah Yeo coming up for the Kangaroos. But yeah, Dan, are you stopping this stream before the next game? Wandered out, but I don't know if he could hear me. So I'm not 100% sure if this stream is going to stop and we're going to have a new link for the next game. For the Kiwis. For the Kiwis game. But, we'll wait and see what he says. This stream continuing for the next game. We are going to stop it and going to have a new link for the next game. All right.
When does it start, the next one? I should know this.
Oh, not long after this one. To be honest. Oh, good Lord. What? And Australia's all out for 140.
Oh, wow.
Stop it.
Pakistan are obviously paying a decent price, huh? Kiwis versus Kumals. Oh, Jesus. Okay, yeah, we do need to...
Pakistan are number one in ODIs, though.
Okay, yeah, we do need... Well, TikTok is going to stay live.
TikTok's going to stay live on this link?
TikTok will stay live. There will be a new YouTube link, though.
Because you're such a... Alright. In that case, we're going to go and come back for the next game.
Yes.
So we can have a quick break.
Yes, indeed.
Alright. We'll be back. Look for the new link very shortly for the YouTubers.
On YouTube, yeah. TikTok will stay active. Ooh. And, YouTube, the new stream will be up momentarily.
Whoop, whoop.
Welcome to the wasted world of sports, where the game's just a backdrop for drunken retorts. Rugby league or union, it's all fair play. Plays the banter that steals the show. Hey, 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 hey. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. Scrums and tries, they're all well and good, but we're here for the jokes and 10 pence less. From the kickoff to the final whistle blow, we'll take the two and we're ready to go. having a good time. We break down the plays, but it's all in jest. With a laugh and a cheer, we bring out our best. No serious analysis, no expert critiques. Just a bunch of mates sharing plenty of drinks. No way to roll, from sideline jokes to post-match tales. All big goofs and their big fails. We're not so serious, and that's our style. With each ahoy, we raise our skies. Ahoy, ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasting world of sports, we're having a good time. So come along and join us, sporty crew, where the banter's always fresh and the laughs are true. Oh, wasted world of sports, here's to our cheer. We'll see you on the pitch and drink some beer.